What's up, everybody, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. I'm so excited to get this year started. So pumped to see what this whole year brings. I know I talked to you guys on Instagram about running down over kind of 2023, a little bit of a recap, what I've been doing the last few months and what my plans are. So this is what this is. It's gonna be pretty much just me talking. Y'all said you were fine with that, so not any crazy transitions or fun things in this video, just a recap and a layout of plans for the year. So I am going to be doing more YouTube videos. That is one of my number one New Year's resolutions for me personally, and just like building myself up, in my, I guess, personal brand or like Instagram and social media presence, because it is not something that I'm good at. I actually am so bad at getting on and doing these. I don't love editing the videos. I'm not too bad at it. It's not very hard, especially with the editor that I have, like the software, but it's just something I don't like sitting and taking the time to do it, because I already sit enough like for my job now versus, back when I was a nurse. So it is very hard for me to stay focused, like attention span wise. So that is one of my number one New Year's resolutions. Guys, it's a whole book of resolutions. I have job related, I guess I say resolutions, but kind of like goals too. So I have coaching related like resolutions and goals. I have individual, like as a competitor, resolutions and goals, relationship wise when it comes to like family, friends, my marriage, all of that stuff, like resolutions, goals for the year. And then just like personal like characteristics, like things I want to better myself, like spiritually, mentally, my walk with God, my relationship with him, and in church and volunteering, stuff like that. So I love New Year's. I'm so corny. I like making resolutions. I like making lists and goals. And, I do think that there's something to say about actually writing it down and putting it like ink to paper. 9 out of 10 times when I write something down, I actually do it. The year that I got my pro card, I made like basically like a whole vision board thing and like wrote all my goals down about like becoming a coach and getting a pro card and quitting nursing and like all of these things. And I swear I accomplished almost every single one of them I wrote down. So you guys may think it's corny, you may think it's silly, but I think it's so awesome to write down your goals and really shoot for the stars, like write realistic goals, but then write a few unrealistic goals, like ones that like, I don't know, maybe you'll never accomplish in your life, but it's not gonna hurt to dream big and to always work towards that, because then you're always gonna be doing more than, what you would if your goals were, set down here versus here. So, a wrap up before we get into the 2024, a wrap up of 2023. So I had an amazing show season. Like, I could not have been more happy. Well, I could have been happier if I would have qualified for the Olympia. But I could not have been more happy with how it went. A couple of my goals for 2023 was to get first call-outs, get top 5, and to qualify for the Olympia. I fell short on the last one, but I got first call-outs at almost all my shows. I got top 5 at 2 of my shows, getting my first medals. As a pro, I got 2 crowns. It sounds so dumb. I have always wanted a crown. Always. Like, I have never been at any show that they had cool medals. My pro card win, I didn't get anything cool. I didn't get a statue, nothing. I'll show you guys, actually. It's laying right here. it's a cool medal, but like, this is it. This is all I got for my pro card. I didn't even get to take the plastic pro card home. This is it. This is all I walked away with. But it was still cool. But this right here, guys, this is what I waited so many years to get. This stupid, probably, I guess it's either plastic or metal crown that like you'll never wear or use in your life, but just to say I had a crown. So that was a huge goal. It sounds really silly, but you know, your goals don't have to mean anything to anyone else but you. As long as they mean something to you, that's all that matters. So, yeah, I accomplished all of those. I had a goal as a coach to get over 25 clients, and I have accomplished that, like, for sure. I'm way above that now, and I'm super pumped for all of my girls. This 2024 season is going to be so amazing. I have so many good athletes, so many good, I have a lot of good lifestyle girls, like just killing it and like just changing so much of their lives. It makes me so excited, so pumped. But yeah, 2023 was to get like a bunch of top 5 placings, and I think almost every one of my girls almost got top 5 at all of their shows that they did, which was incredible. So proud of them. Yeah, like 2023 was just good. It was so crazy. I did 5 shows in 7 weeks. I went from the UK to Utah to Florida to California and to Louisiana to finish it up. So I was all over the place in just a few short weeks, traveled a bunch for shows after that. I flew like 30 times last year. Literally, like I actually counted it. It's like, it was 30 to 32 times, something like that. So it was a crazy busy year, but I love that. It keeps me on my toes, keeps me like moving, keeps me busy. I don't like to be too bored. Too much downtime just like lets my mind go crazy and wander. So I will say, going out of shows, I have been in the off season, improvement season, building phase, whatever you want to call it, for 8.5 months almost. This has been crazy. It's actually been the longest time. I've taken long off seasons before, but it's been the longest time where I wasn't like coming back from a really low deficit, or like last year, like rebuilding a ton of the muscle I lost after, or 2022, sorry, not last year. It's gonna get confusing to say. But that I wasn't like trying to rebuild muscle that I lost, or coming out of a crazy deficit, or like when I first started competing, having off seasons that weren't optimal for growth and keeping body fat percentage low and everything. Right now I'm sitting around like 12 to 13 pounds above stage weight, which is a touch more than I wanted to be up. I wanted to stay closer to that 10, but I am 5'10", so I'm in a perfectly like accurate, like 10% above stage weight weight range still. So I'm still really happy with that. I have, had all my labs done. I've like everything is in range, good, normal. I've had a cycle for 7 of the 8.5 months I've been in the off season. So I have been really consistent hormonally, and my body is like just in check and in balance. I have dropped out cardio for the last almost 7 weeks now. I have never, ever dropped cardio ever, even in off season. Last year, Adam got it down pretty low, but I just like, he would have dropped it all the way out, but I had so much anxiety to not have cardio in because I was afraid of getting fat or whatever you want to call it, that I still like, I couldn't get myself off the treadmill for at least 3 to 4 times a week, even though it was only like, 15 minutes or something. This time, like 7 weeks, no cardio, none. My daily steps, I'm not proud, but they haven't even been that high, maybe around like 4,000 or 5,000 before the last few weeks. And I've been like, or I guess the last like 2-3 months, I've been taking Pippi out for walks and making sure that I get at least above 5,000 on my steps. Starting, well, I'll get into that in a minute for my future plans. So yeah, no cardio. I have talked about this on Instagram a little bit, but I have done intuitive eating, hunger cue eating for the last 2.5 months. This has been crazy for me, and honestly, it makes me like a little, like, it sounds so stupid, it makes me a little emotional. It's probably one of the proudest moments in the last, I don't know, since I was in like 7th grade. Because I've always struggled with either like eating disorders, not eating, starving myself, doing hours and hours and hours of cardio. Like in high school, I would do a 3-hour volleyball practice, like run 8 miles after, and like hardly eat all day. Like I was just so obsessed with being like skinny and looking like, you know, the Victoria's Secret models back then. And like, if you weren't skinny, you weren't pretty, like just so much stuff. And even in the 5 years of competing, like I've had episodes where I like binged or, you know, didn't eat or restricted or did a bunch of punishment cardio or whatever you want to call it after. And this off season has been my most productive, level-headed, like when I say binge, I used to have episodes where I would like make myself throw up and like just feel so guilty for having something over, whatever. I have not done that at all this year. I have maintained a really good off season. My reverse was killer. I slowly increased my weight little long. Like I didn't gain really more than like, I don't know, like 2 pounds a month, if that. And honestly, the last few pounds have really been in the month of December, because I did, for the first time in so many years, enjoy Christmas with my family and Thanksgiving and, you know, like saying yes, like eating out or grabbing a bite here and there. So I think I've gained like 3 pounds this past like 5 weeks, which is okay. It's not anything too crazy, but a little more than I wanted to. But yeah, other than that, it's been really slow, steady, consistent. The past couple of months. So I'm over the moon excited for the fact that I was able to truly listen to my body, eat off of hunger cues. Don't just eat junk if I was hungry, but like eat more of my good foods, you know, get my water in, get my protein in still. But also enjoy a few things without freaking out thinking that it's gonna ruin all of my progress, and stopping when I'm full, not eating because it's like the last time I'm gonna have this thing or whatever. So I am truly like the most proud of myself for this past 2.5 months, because in the 5 years of competing, I have not ate intuitive eating or hunger cue eating. I have not taken a break from tracking in MyFitnessPal, weighing every single thing that I ate, tracking every single gram of stuff. Even when I ate over, I would still track it and then be so guilty about looking at it on paper and seeing how I ate over. So yeah, that was a little bit too much description, but yeah, it's been incredible. And it is something that I stress this whenever I talk about this on Instagram. This is not something I would recommend for everyone. I would not have trusted myself to do an intuitive eating, hunger cue eating 3 years ago. Like absolutely not. I would not have been able to handle it. I would have done even more binging, or maybe binge purge or restricting or whatever you want to call it. So you do have to be in a really good headspace, really good mindset to be able to allow yourself the freedom to do this. And you have to be out of a reverse phase. Do not try to intuitive eat, hunger cue eat a week after your show. It's not going to work out well. Even for the most seasoned competitors, like it's 9 out of 10 times, it's just not going to end great for you. So, yeah, that has been the last couple of months, but really this whole off season has been about just getting my, you know, my hormones level, my body regulated, like just feeling good, because my hormones have still like, you know, been a little off and crashed out from like 2 years ago when, like my prep was just wild and every single one of my hormones were just gone. So having myself balanced in that way has been really important and gonna set myself up for a great prep this year. So I do stress the importance of getting your labs done and making sure that things are, you know, normal and you have female hormones and you have all the things working well, your liver, your kidneys, your hemoglobin, your just everything that's gonna make your body feel good. So yeah, I'm so happy that is all level. I've had all the things, you know, little bits here and there that I want and enjoy, and had a break from cardio. I've just been training and I've taken some extra off days. In the last 2 months, I've taken more off days than I have probably in like 5 years consistently. Not like super extra, but maybe 1 or 2 extra, like 2 weeks in a row during the holidays and travel. And yeah, it did my body some good. So I am so excited. So that is the wrap up of my 2023 recap, a little bit of how it went, what I did, how I feel about everything. So now 2024, guys, I'm so excited. I keep saying like every year is like it's gonna be my year, but I really feel like 2024 is gonna be my year. And whether it's my year to win a show and make it to the Olympia, or it's my year to just completely thrive and become like my best version on stage that I've ever been, only God knows that, but that's my goal. Of course, my goal is to make it to the Olympia. That's literally like, that is my number one 2024 goal, number one. But if I don't, I just want to come back and bring the absolute best improved package that I can possibly bring to stage. And I think that that is definitely going to happen because I've set myself up for a really successful prep by having a really successful off season. So yeah, I have all kinds of different, goals. I want to get a pro card for some of my athletes. I want to get 2 pro cards this year. I didn't tell anybody, I did apply for the Arnold. I didn't make it. Obviously the list is already out, but you don't know until you try it. And I'm like, why not? Like, why not you? That was what I said was going to be my motto for 2024, and it still is. It still stands. Why not you? Why not me? Why couldn't have been me? You don't, like I said, you don't know until you try. So another goal, again, on the YouTube, I want to start a prep series. So have more YouTube videos, day in the life, recipes. I guess I say recipes, but like meal prepping videos, workouts, just things I do in and out of prep. So yeah, those are a few of my main goals for the competing season. I would hope to place top 5 in a lot of my shows, and maybe do some new shows, travel more. Just, yeah, everything's gonna be really good this year. I'm very excited for another full year of competing and coaching and just all the life in 2024. 2023 was still a little bit of a rebuild year for me, coming back from just a lot of different things. And this year I'm starting to feel more and more like myself, and I'm just super excited to see what this year will bring. So what I'm doing now is a pre-prep phase. So since I've been intuitive eating, hunger cue eating for the last like 2.5 months, I am now switching back to getting on a meal plan. My calories are still pretty high, dropping them a little bit just to start tightening up a little, and I am gonna add in a touch of cardio this week just to start moving. I am so excited to start cardio. Like, low-key, I do love doing cardio. So to an extent, over an hour and I'm out. Hopefully we don't have to get to that. So but yeah, so I'm excited. Today is the first day of my full-on back on a meal plan. So we'll see how well this goes. I'm a little nervous. You know how you start like prepping again and like you low-key want to be hungry, but you're low-key really nervous to be hungry. So that should be exciting to see how this week goes. But yeah, so that's everything I have. If you made it to the end of this video, congrats. I told you it would be a lot of just me sitting and talking, but that is my update. The videos to come are going to be much more entertaining, or at least I hope they're going to be more entertaining than me just sitting here talking. But I have some good ones planned with Milena, some actual professional videos that will be done, not just my ratchet little editing on this myself, but my little ratchet videos will be in between Milena's really good ones. So stay tuned. I look forward to being more active on YouTube and social media and everything this year, and hopefully I can bring some really good content for you guys to watch and be inspired, and some good information and educational stuff too for you to be able to learn and grow with me. So yeah, that's what I got. Drop a comment, question below, things you would like me to do videos over as the weeks to come, anything you got, and be sure to like and subscribe to my page. So all right guys, happy 2024, happy new year, let's get it.